Hello, my revolutionaries. Already fucked up this take. Whatever, we're going for it. It's me, Gio, the leader of the rideshare revolution. The realest, the funniest, the handsomest, and the beardedest driver on YouTube. And we got a treat for you guys today. There's been so much discussion about the MIT study, right? About like drivers earning $3.35 after expenses. And that was like, and I completely disagree with that. And then they redid it. Like, oh, they're actually earning $8 an hour after expenses. Okay. I disagree with all that because they sampled something like 1,200 drivers. And it's really... And Uber said something about like, no, they actually average $15 an hour after expenses. You cannot gauge what an Uber driver makes. Like, if one Uber driver says he's making $8 an hour after expenses, that doesn't mean every single driver is. Whatever I tell you I'm making after expenses, that does not mean every single driver is making that after expenses. So that's why I have to preface this video by saying the earnings I'm going to show you and the earnings after expenses these aren't even typical of a Chicago Uber driver. This is the type of earnings after expenses for someone who has expenses like mine and someone who is an absolute expert in his market. That's something I have to stress. Like, every market is different. Every driver is different. Every driver has different expenses. Every driver has a different car. Every driver spends more or less on fuel. Every driver has a different driving style. Every driver we don't all do the same thing and then get the same results. That's why I don't like that MIT study. That's why I'm going to show you guys this video. Let me get my pictures out. Okay. First, let me go to my Uber screen. I had a good week this week. Very good week. I'm seeing some jumpiness. I hope this doesn't come back weird on video. Sorry, guys. I had a very good week this week, considering the fact I missed all the surge last night because I was celebrating with some friends. I mean, I definitely would have cleared $1,600 on the app this week if I would have worked last night instead of yesterday morning and afternoon. So this was for this week. I am done driving for this week. So as you guys can see there, March 5th to the 12th, 14:59. For 51 hours on the app and 16 minutes. Now I went ahead and did a math and I took screenshots of all this stuff. Yeah. So 14.59 divided by 51.27 is $28.45 an hour on the app. Now, since we're talking about what the actual earnings are after expenses, because this is a business, and you do have to take that into consideration. I actually broke down some numbers. I just hope I can remember what all these are. And I'm not counting taxes into the equation only because we don't really pay that much in tax as long as we're deducting our miles. If you're a full-time driver and you're deducting miles, you're not going to get hosed on taxes like what the trolls are telling you are. You might even end up, I mean, I haven't done my taxes yet, but I think if I end up paying anything at all, it's going to be less than like $1,500 in taxes. So that's just something to keep in mind. I think it was kind of cute. Hey. All right, enough being a creep for one video. Okay, so I took the earnings, $14.59, and I started subtracting my expenses, some of them per week and per month, and then I divided them. So, for example, $62. You know, my insurance is $250 a month, so I, you know, divide that by 4, and it's $62.50. Subtracted that. And then I deducted my fuel costs for this week, which change from week to week depending on how much I drive. This week it was $165. Then I deducted my car payment, which is $500. But I always send more than my car payment because I'm trying to pay it off quicker, trying to pay it off in the next 7 months. So I deducted $125. What's that number? 1875. Shit. That'll come to me. Okay, and then I deducted $1875 a week for something. I don't remember what right now. It'll come to me. I deducted $30 from the total for my wireless bills for my phone and my tablet, because that's $125 a month usually. Yeah, I got a family plan, so $125 a month divided by 4. And then the last one, I deducted $83.25 from the total. Oh, I remember what the $1875 is for. I deducted $83.25 from the total because I just put in, for like oil changes and routine maintenance and preventative maintenance and any other repairs to the car, I just put in, and this will be different for everyone. I'm just saying I might spend between $3,000 and $4,000 on all that stuff this year. So I took $4,000, divided by 12, divided that by 4, and that came out to $83.25 per week. So I added that to the expenses. And the $1875, okay, I remember, that's a set of new tires. So $900 divided by 12 divided by 4. So that came out to, as you guys can see that, those are all the expenses there. Minus, so $14.59 minus insurance, fuel, car payment, tires, wireless bill, and repairs and routine maintenance. All that, all that stuff divided by 12 divided by 4, 4 weeks in a month. So that means in-app earnings was $14.59 a month, or $14.59 for this week. And then my earnings after expenses is $974 divided by $974.50. I'm talking fast today, which is good considering I had a lot of tequila last night. Okay, so I did the math on that too. So 974 divided by 51.27 means my total earnings after expenses are $19 an hour for this week. Now, like I said before, and I'll say again, that number is not locked in. It depends on many things. It depends how much you worked, what times you worked, what your market is, how well you know the market. It depends on so many things. That's why I think the MIT study is just a bust. It doesn't really reflect the earnings of all Uber drivers. It might reflect the earnings of a few different Uber drivers in smaller markets or maybe even big markets. I can't say for sure. All I can tell you is for sure that these are my expenses and these are my total, my earnings after expenses. And I thought, I mean, like I said, some of these numbers are kind of, I played with them a bit, like the $4,000 in repairs a year, repairs and maintenance and routine maintenance and fluids and all that stuff. I don't think I'm going to spend that much this year, but I went ahead and I kind of overestimated for the sake of the video. I didn't expense food because I didn't really feel it necessary, because I'm reasonably sure most people eat, that all business owners eat to stay alive. I mean, if I want, I'll make another video like deducting my $450 a month in health insurance, my rent. Yeah, after those, then I'm making like $12 an hour. But if you guys really want me to, I'll do it. But these are my weekly expenses as a driver, as an Uber driver, independent contractor. And now you guys know, I've always known that I have high expenses because I do have rideshare insurance, which I bought on my own. Nobody forced me to buy it. I have rideshare insurance. I have an SUV, so I spend more on gas. That's why I try to keep my earnings as high as possible. That's why on a good week, I try to earn between $1,300 and $1,500 each week on the app. And I'm lucky enough to be in a market where that's possible. So, again, to summarize, this past week in Chicago, I made $28.45 on the app, and my earnings after expenses were $19 an hour, which is about what I thought it was going to be, between $18 and $20 an hour after I did the math, and I was like, okay, that sounds about right. So yeah, and this isn't discrediting any other drivers are doing this. We all do things differently. This is just me doing the numbers myself for you guys and showing you what I make after expenses. So, I think that's all I got for today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope this video has found all of you in good health and good fortune. And don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to join the rideshare revolution. And I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.